When new hires get paid more, top performers resign first. That's probably not particularly surprising, but let's get into the research. This is from Harvard Business Review. Employees whose pay was increased soon after the addition of a higher paid coworker tended to stay in their jobs a lot longer, whereas those who had to wait for a raise were more likely to quit. Moreover, while normally about 1 in 4 people resigning from their jobs would be high performers, when you add the addition of a higher paid new hire, that number increases to 1 in 3. Okay, so why? One reason is called the sucker effect, which I just love. Basically, that you are reminded that you're a sucker when a new person gets hired that gets paid more, that you are out here at this job working more than you're getting paid, that you are being undervalued. And it can be easy to forget that on the day to day. But when someone new comes in and shifts up the pieces and reminds you about the market and that you can get better jobs elsewhere, that you're being taken advantage of, you're like, oh no, I'm a sucker. I got to dip, which I just love. A new employee that joins the team serves as a reminder that switching jobs is always an option. Do not let them convince you that you must stay at your job. Do not allow them to make you a sucker. When
Yeah, you see that a lot.
You
You see that a
definitely
lot.
do. Like a ton, a ton, a ton.
Yeah, new people come in. You know they're getting paid. You know what they're getting paid, but you know they're getting paid and what you got get paid. You might be close, especially. I put like this: if y'all in the same role, they probably getting paid more than you. I just put it like that because if you've been there 3 4 years, you've gotten an incremental 3% raise probably every year. And so let's say you started off at like 125 and the cap for your role is 160. So you may be at, if we do the 4% every year, we're gonna say you went to 130, 135. We're gonna say you probably at maybe $140,000. Now, this new person that comes in, they're getting paid 155 because they negotiated, markets changed, and it's different, and they know less than you.
I really think it has everything to do with market changes as you just said. Like companies, they had more money in the budget when they just hired that batch of whoever. I feel like it's important to also acknowledge that for sure.
Yeah, I agree. That's why it's good to have a good network. It's good to talk to people about different money plays, stuff like that. Like last night, talking to Aria, we are talking about GRC roles. And she's telling me, hey, now I'm a subject matter expert and this and this. So I've, seen as high as like 200,000 by itself. I've seen jobs to pay up to 300,000. It's very important to have some type of progression in your career. And that's like another talk one day I'm going to do. And whether somebody with HR or hiring manager or director, I get on here, definitely want to talk about how it looks when they look through your resume and you've never really progressed and you've kind of always been at the same level. What does that look like? What does that do for you? And how do potential employers view that or what they're getting in an employee? So that's definitely something I want to look at. But if you are a person that's still at the company, now, granted, I think this thing going to phases. Like right now, I'm still at the ambitious phase of my career, only 32. So I'm still looking to learn and do new things. But by the time you get to, unless you're like a director or C level in your 50s, that's when you probably start getting to the age where I'm just trying to cruise on the retirement or whatever. So I always see that, like where I work with people that are like, oh, to be my dad and stuff. So they are not doing a lot of job hopping. They're secure. Their kids are grown. They got a set schedule. So I
Yep,
think all these things kind of factor into something. So everybody will eventually get there, get there one day. But if you are being underpaid, leave. Somebody will pay you what you're worth. Leave.
definitely.
And don't take the counter offer from your company. Just go ahead and go because they're going to know that you want to leave. So it's not an if, but it's a win. So I would just go. You can, and then just leave on good terms. You could always come back. Sometimes you got to leave and to get paid what you want and come back. That's what I would tell you.
Yep. And a lot of people do that for sure. And when they come back, that shmun, that shmunyon, it'd be a lot bigger.